as we go into this hyperinflation, and we're already seeing this, that the confidence, the public is losing confidence. So they will continue to suppress the price because a rising price is an indication of a failing currency. And if people actually understood that the currency was failing, they would make different choices. They would buy gold and silver, real money. So they will continue to manipulate it until they need to gain that confidence again and reset the currency, which will probably happen at least 3 times, but I don't know. Well, time is going to tell us that. But they will continue to manipulate it until hyperinflation gets so bad that the public confidence is lost. They reset, they do 2, 3, however many overnight devaluations, and then they take, most likely, because this is what history tells us, a small component of gold or a component of gold and puts it into the new currency. So yeah, they'll continue to manipulate it to hide the truth until they no longer can hide the truth. Look at the extreme insanity on so many levels. No, I don't. I mean, this is beyond my control, but in my opinion, at best, you know, and I don't like to put dates on it, but they seem to be lining up 2023. Not that they can't postpone things, you know, beyond that, but there's an awful lot of stuff that resets and restructures and has to be completed by 2023, you know, so I get in your position, you know. Food, water, energy security, barterability, wealth preservation, community shelter, medicine. I mean, these are the things that you need to have in place so that I can't tell you that it's going to happen Tuesday morning at 8:35. I can't tell you for sure it's going to happen in 2023. I hope it doesn't. I seriously hope it doesn't, because the more time we have, as long as you consistently move forward and execute your plan and get yourself into a position that no matter what happens, you and your family and the people that you care about are okay. That's really what we have to be doing. So do I think they can kick it down? No. I don't see any way on God's green earth that they can postpone this for 10, 15, 20 years. We're at the end, and it should be, I'm kind of surprised, you know, I don't want to offend anybody, but I'm kind of surprised about that question, because I look out there and I go, holy crap, this should be obvious to everybody now. You know, everybody at ITM, not only are they using it, but they've made it, you know, we've all come together and make it better because there are lots of smart people there. You know, you really want to look at, what am I trying to accomplish and what kind of gold or silver is most likely to accomplish that. If I'm going to say pure barterability, then what I want in silver, yeah, I mean, I own rounds, I own, you know, dimes, quarters, all that stuff. I don't really care. And you're right. For me, as far as silver is concerned, I'm just really looking for the closest that I can get to spot, even though I know that spot does not reflect its true value. Gold is different for me. And I have to tell you that from my personal experience, you know, that's the difference between, I think, me and a lot of other people, are the experiences, well, that we've all had in our lifetime. But for me specifically with gold, my Uncle Al had safes full of gold in 1964 when legally you couldn't own more than 5 ounces. And he had probably at least 3,000 ounces of gold legally, because I want to use this gold in the normal marketplace so that I can take advantage of that wealth transfer mechanism. So, you know, I always ask myself, well, what if I'm right and what if I'm wrong? If I buy bullion gold even a gold American Eagle, a new thing, or a Canadian maple leaf, or, you know, Chinese panda, any of the new bullion gold or bars, right? At the moment, I'm getting it cheaper. Well, the bars anyway, at the moment, I'm getting it cheaper. However, if there is a government, you know, clampdown or a confiscation, I am not going to be able to use it in the normal marketplace. And that is my goal. So since I 100 bazillion% know that gold and silver too, both of them, severely undervalued to their true value, and that's how they reset the currency is fiat money, so in the US dollars against gold, right? I'm happy to pay that insurance, that premium. For me, that's an insurance policy that tells me that if they confiscate, I still have gold that I can use in the normal marketplace. I still do. So since I'm already buying it well below the fundamental value, hey, I have health insurance. This is my wealth insurance. And if I'm right or if I'm wrong, it doesn't matter because I'm buying it so cheaply. Well, actually, I think that by the time the reset happens, that number one, I think it's one of the reasons why they postponed implementing Basel III in Europe. I remember all of that's supposed to come to a head in 2023, whether or not they do or they postpone it. Gold respond in the black market versus the official market. So it will be very interesting, but keep in mind that by the time they do an overnight revaluation, everything is all screwed up. But you gotta have a plan now. I mean, you know, this is not something that I think that you should postpone even for one more minute. Honestly, not for one more minute, because there is seriously no doubt in my mind, but that every single person out there needs to have their assets covered. Here at ITM Trading, we use the Wealth Shield. And you know, they make us an awful lot of promises. They don't want, look over here so we can do this over here. But the reality is that financial shields, and if you're in a battle, you want a real metal shield. You don't want promises or paper or any of that. And so, you know, this is the foundation of any good strategy going through social, economic, and financial reset globally that we're going through.